At home, often parents will say to children, sound out the word. And you've heard people say this many, many times. And I want to explain that there are strategies beyond sound it out that will help a child learn to self-correct and advance their own reading skills. And they can be used easily by parents and children. Adults don't realize they are using other strategies because it's so automatic and so ingrained, and they do it so quickly that they're not thinking about it when they run into a new word. Just looking at individual letter sounds will not work for all of reading because there are too many irregular words and too many clustered sounds. So some other strategies include skipping a word and rereading, looking through a whole word prior to reading, and finding little words and big words. Sound it out is so prevalent in the society, and it's only one strategy. There are other strategies. I'm going to show you 3 quick ones that you can use. One we call Skippy Frog with beginning readers. They skip the word, continue reading the sentence, and go back and reread. Now there's kids who will say, oh, I want to read fast. Good readers read fast. But we have to tell them good readers make sure of what they're reading and they go back and check. Often the context of the sentence will help a child learn how to teach themselves a new word. So the puppet we have here is a little frog, and you can use a puppet or stuffed animal to remind them to jump over the word and keep reading. Don't stop. Another technique is called Stretchy Snake. Silently, children can read every letter in the word and whisper it to themselves. This is important because a lot of times children will come to a new word and look at the first letter and just stop. They just stop reading, and that's not what adults do. They don't put down their book or newspaper. So sometimes just making them look through the whole word to the last letter of the word, they will be able to figure it out. Our puppet isn't a snake, but he has big eyes, and he's looking carefully through the word at all the letters. Whisper it out sometimes works a lot better than sound it out because the sounds are tied together and they're not just so isolated. Another thing children can do is be a noticing owl. They find little words and big words. This is fun for children, like the word Mississippi. They can find is and sip, and children will just automatically be delighted and tell their parents or their teacher when they're finding these little words. If you've solved part of a word, maybe you can solve more of it. This owl just turns his head and carefully looks through the whole word and tries to figure it out. More information is available at the Mom's Library blog post. Wise Owl Factory wrote for Mom's Library. Thank you very much for listening.